Just
So you got me
cough.
back.
Yep, coughing in each other's ears this morning. Good morning. It's early. How are you?
I'm good. Everything's good.
Yeah, yeah. So what? You had an appointment today? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I got a phone appointment.
That's no fun. I hate having
Yeah, well,
to be somewhere at a certain time. That is like the biggest nightmare of my life. I'm not very good at
yeah.
it. Well, we have a
Well, I had to remind you because we're doing
well,
this early.
yeah. I set my Google thing too. That helped a lot because I still almost forgot it. Yeah, Tracy has a good point. It looks like Willie is getting butt plunged currently.
I'm running out of places to put it
I
because I've only got
understand.
that little space over there.
How many places can you put your Willie? I mean, there's only a few. Well, so we didn't have
Oh,
such a huge release week this week, which is good because
no.
I need to take a shower. I don't know if you ever like you get to that third day and you're like, okay, yeah, this is not working very well. I'm gonna have to take a shower today before I. I'm just letting you know. Is this too much? Is this
Well, no, I
personal?
mean, nobody can smell you
It's we're
unless
working
you're
on this.
offending yourself.
We're working on the smell-o-vision thing. I mean, this isn't such a huge room by any means. It's not pleasant to sit in all day when you smell funky. Let's get into this. We got a few to get through today, and then of course we've got the big what everybody's waiting for. What will Alyssa Gramling listen to? So, first off,
Wow.
is that the right one? Yeah, that
Yeah.
is the right one. There we go.
Yay. How Do You Survive a Kiss? Irish Roulette Book 4 by Kai Brightly and M.D. Gregory. Narrated by Keval Shah.
Shaha. I,
Shah.
I I really don't think that's the way you say it. I think it's the Shah, but
I need to message them and ask
yeah, yeah, I would
because he
say so.
pops up quite a bit.
Yeah. Next one is an audio clip here. Here we go.
Hey, Ramblin' Gramlin. This is Lance West. I've got an exciting announcement to make, and that is that Snuggle Slut by Amy Bellows has just released last week. Snuggle Slut. This movie was supposed to be my big break. There's an enormous budget, the director is an Oscar winner, and the script is beautiful. But they want to film it in February. That's complicated for an Arctic fox shifter like me. We have a biological need for prolonged physical contact during burrowing season. I normally spend February cuddling with my family, not filming a movie in the middle of the woods. The studio said they'd find a professional cuddler for me. That seemed a little awkward, but I agreed to it. I figured they'd hire a woman or another male omega. But no, they hired Dimitri Cross. He's the retired NHL player I spent my teenage years drooling over. Technically, he's an Arctic fox shifter too, but he's also half grizzly shifter and an alpha, so he's built like a tank. I've always had a weakness for huge jocks who could throw me over their shoulder. How am I supposed to cuddle with this guy all month if I can't even go near him without getting butterflies in my stomach? What am I going to do? Snuggle Slut is the second in the Burrowing Hearts series. Hope you enjoy it.
I giggled
I
when I
don't.
saw the name of the book.
I don't even. Sometimes comedy just writes itself. You kick back and you relax and you watch it go. Congratulations, though, in all seriousness. That looks like fun. And thanks, Lance, for sending that in. We do appreciate it. Next, we had a release from Chorizo.
Prince of Lies by Lucy Lennox, narrated by Michael Dean. I'm still laughing over
In the
Snuggle Slut.
office.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I got lost there for a second. I'm sorry. Next, oh, that one came out on the 17th. Next, we had.
Virtuous. Yeah, I think so. Giovanni Book 3 by Laura Lascarso. Narrated by Daniel Carter.
Check this out. I just got an email from Tantor. I like Tantor a lot. They're friends of ours. We never have I Evan. The first one in the book that we're working on
Yeah.
currently. We're working on the next one. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a longish book. It's like 9.5 finished hours, something 10 finished. It's a long book.
Wow.
No pickup lines. None.
Yay.
Not a single. That's a big goose egg. Zero. Look at that shit.
Has that ever happened to you before?
Oh, yeah, multiple times, but not in the book that long. That is all thanks to the beloved TNA, Tracy Johns, out there rocking our world every day. Look at you go, girl. You are the bomb. That last one
Yes, she
came
is.
out, I think, on the 17th. The next we have...
Pool of Dreams by Sam Burns and W.M. Fox. Narrated by Michael Dean and Greg Boudreau and Tremblay.
Really? Look at that.
Yeah, I snatched that up when it came up on pre-order.
You don't see that very often. I mean, with the last name like Fox, you just got to be careful, you know? You can't say it too fast. You can't... Anyways,
Well,
congratulations.
I'm talking about the narrators.
Well, yeah, I know
I'm
you're
like,
kind of
never seen that before.
You're into spicy sausage and guys with horrible French last names. I get it. That one came out on the 21st. Next, we had an audio clip. Here we go.
Hello, this is Dan Caddy with a little summary of Claiming Reese by Annabelle Jacobs. All that time apart, and yet the pull between them is as strong as ever. Reese. 10 years ago, Gabriel Mason betrayed me in the worst way. He made me question my instincts because I trusted him with a bone-deep certainty, and for that, I will never forgive him. Seeing him again after all this time sparks memories I thought I'd buried so far down they'd never surface. He's as beautiful as I remember, but I'm older and wiser now, and I refuse to make the same mistakes again. Gabriel. Reese Calder, wolf shifter and biggest regret of my life. I loved him, and yet I didn't share with him the one thing that eventually became our undoing. I broke his trust, and I've carried that guilt for years. I knew seeing him again would hurt, but no matter how many times I'd imagined it, being on the receiving end of his cold stares and indifference hurt more than I'd anticipated. Thrown together again with a killer on the loose, will the past continue to haunt them, or can they move past it and claim the future that fate always had in store for them?
I love Dan. He's fantastic. A lot of just asked an interesting question there that maybe our cover art is squeezed narrowly, which could be. I'm not exactly sure.
It looks it.
I haven't looked at that in VMix in a long, long, long time. So if it is, it's been that way for a year, year and a half, but we will fix it. I will look at that after this. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. That one came out on the 21st. Thank you. And it looks like Dan was a busy little English bugger here. He came out with another one, too, with another audio clip. Here we go.
This is Dan Caddy again with a little summary of Devil's Dance by Garrett Lee, which is out now, I think. Opposites attract. The outlaw biker and the accountant. Straight-laced versus straight to hell. Or heaven, depending on how you look at it. And you can look at it any way you like. Doesn't mean it's true. Either way, falling for snarky Alexei Ivanov is the lightbulb moment I've been waiting for my whole damn life. Or at least since my head got turned by someone else. A man I call brother, but he's so much more than that. I've loved St. Malone for years. My loyal wingman has owned my heart so long, I figured it had died of yearning for him. But Saint is as fragile as he is deadly. I don't know how to help him until Alexei brings me to life in ways I can't describe. He opens my eyes, and I see them both. I love them both. With the weight of the underworld bearing down on me, I just gotta stay alive long enough to tell them.
And yet another one. He's really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, he is.
That one also came out on the 21st. Thanks, Dan. Miss you, man. Next, we had...
The Button Man. Button Man Series Book 1 by Davidson King. Narrated by Iggy Toma and Tor Tom.
Tom. That one came out on the 21st.
Tom.
And next we had yet another audio clip. This is why I put in your title, is that you're the OG. Because, I mean, you're a huge deal. Everybody knows you. I'm going to pull up this one.
Lance West here to tell you about the release of Infamous Heart, Men of Vanguard Series Book 1 by Ryder O'Malley. Glorifying superheroes is my job. Being seduced by one is a perk. One day, I was a mild-mannered designer for a premier superhero magazine. Turned down for a promotion yet again, I let loose years of repressed anger. That's how I got fired. Lesson learned. Now my career is as successful as my love life. But it's hard being upset when I storm out of the office and into the huskular man of my dreams. Sebastian is successful, confident, and the way he fills out those pants, it's basically a crime. Working as the art director for a rival magazine, I beg him to look at my portfolio. But in this city, you can't throw a rock without hitting a supervillain, and, for reasons I can't fathom, this one wants me dead. They were about to ruin my date. Thankfully, Sebastian has gifts of his own. Now I'm trying to get the job of my dreams while I figure out how to be a sidekick to a superhero. Oh yeah, and not get myself killed. Must be Tuesday.
Is there like an influx of superhero books?
I don't know, but I like it. Let's have more. They're a ton of fun. Please give me more superhero books. All of them you got. Thank you very much. That one also came out. That one was on the 21st. And thank you, Lance, for sending in your clips. We really do appreciate it. Alyssa Gramling is now in contact with virtually every narrator in the known universe. And
Not everybody, but I try.
pretty close. Finally, the final release for this week, we had
Inevitable disclosure. I can't speak right now. Valor and Doyle, Book 4 by Nikki James, narrated by Nick J. Russo.
little Nick J. Russo. See, talking is hard. Now try talking
It
with the
is.
words in front of you and say them exactly. It's a little difficult. Now,
Oh, my dyslexia will kick
say it
in
with
after
emotion. Oh, and don't forget to do it in a character voice, too.
that.
Anyways,
I don't have character voices.
oh, that's not true. We're anxiously waiting what you listened to this week. So first off, we had
We had see, words are hard. Cat's Chance in Hell by Megan Maslow and Greg Boudreau / Tremblay. This was a bullet breaker.
Heyo.
It was book 2 of the Charm City Chronicles. I loved the first one with Poe and Tommy in Baltimore, and there was a lot of play on words with Edgar Allan Poe. And this one was no different. Carter, who is assistant to Tommy, is a Siamese cat shifter, and we have Bengal, a Rakshasa. Today's gonna be fun. I loved every moment of this one. Megan is an amazing writer, and she wrote this beautifully. Greg did an amazing job with it, just like he does with everything else. The sexy
Of
times were
course.
extremely hot, and I did tear up a couple of spots and almost ugly cried at one point.
How is
What?
ugly cried? I mean, is that like where snot's coming out and stuff, where you can see that?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did tell me there's going to be at least a couple more planned, so I can't wait to see what she comes up with next.
Nice. Well, Megan's fantastic. I love Megan to death. And of course, that Greg, excuse me.
Heads up. Smoke alarm silenced in the office.
We've been going through this all week. I have a little CBD vape, and it's awesome, but unfortunately, there's no nicotine or nothing, so just chill out. But anyways, when you blow it out, it like really comes out. And there's smoke alarm, right? So anyways,
You know they do make some herbal cigarettes.
I don't want an herbal cigarette. Really, the CBD is doing me. It's fantastic, and there's no nicotine, and it's awesome. Perfect. CBD
Okay.
for the win. It's fantastic, and it's so much better. So anyway, that's if you hear the alarm. My phone's going to let us know in a second, too, but I'm glad that you like that book. Of course, we love Megan. We love Greg.
I think I got a little bit of a book hangover from it, too, because I'm like,
Yeah.
what do I listen to now? But
Yeah, you couldn't.
I found something.
All right. Next, we had
Can't Say Goodbye. This was also a bullet breaker.
Heyo.
Poly relationship with Kit, Prescott, and Brady. Get together one night at a bar. Brady's a college student at the Franklin University, this is kind of like a spin-off or a sequel to the Franklin U series
Okay.
with the multi-author books I haven't finished listening to yet.
Mm-hmm.
And they end up getting together every so often for about 2 years until they finally get their heads out of their asses
Hey.
and realize how they all feel about each other. I did get to yell at everybody. I was happy about that because it's been a while.
I know how you love that. Yeah.
Yes, this is my first Eden Finley book that I've listened to, and I absolutely loved it. And Tim Page did an amazing job with these guys and extremely hot. And also, I will never hear the Beatles song Come Together the Same Way ever again.
Really. I think that means that they both come at the same time. Is that what that means?
Well, it was a line in the book, and I don't want to ruin that.
Right.
So
I understand.
it made me laugh out loud.
Well, and I'm glad, and of course Tim's awesome, and we like Eden. You also read a couple of books this week too. Am I right in that? All right. Well, let's get that. The next one, this one you just read this one.
Yes.
Do you
I
talk
just
out
grabbed the
loud
cover.
when you read? Do you like say the words as you're reading them
No,
in character voices
no.
with emotion? You stop when you
I
mess up.
speed read
Anyways,
pretty
sorry.
much.
Yeah.
All right. Madman by Only James. And it's from the Necessary Evil series. I got back into that one because the final book in that series came out last week. Yeah. This was also a bullet breaker.
Hey-o.
Avi and Felix were amazing together. And one was extremely hot. There was some knife and blood play that I was warned about by two different people. Taylor and Onley both warned me, and I did get a little squeamish when I read it, but I still loved the story. And she is just amazing on how she writes these characters, and I can't wait to finish this series and pretty much read everything else she's done.
Nice. Everybody loves Only James. You are not alone.
And hopefully once I finish reading them, I'll start listening to them.
Well, it looks like I can't really read the narrator's name there. Can you read it?
It's Liam.
Liam? Excellent. Well, you would
Yeah.
like it then. Finally, because you were a busy girl this week, you read another book too. Here we go.
Yes. This was an arc that I got from C.P. Harris, and it was also a bullet breaker.
Hey-o.
I absolutely loved it. I highly recommend this book. I could not put it down. I read it in like less than a day. I was just that into it, and I read it on my day off. Jasper is married to Daniel. Cole is Jasper's stepbrother, who he hasn't seen in years. Cole and Jasper were together when they were younger, but something happened and Jasper pretty much took off. And something happened. Yeah.
I'm going to have to brush that guy's hair. I can't take this anymore. Those two strands just come. We're going to have to get that back. All right? We're just going to have to. I've been staring at it the whole time, and it's driving me batshit crazy. I can't take it. He's going to have to get those out of his forehead there. So, anyways, please continue.
I know it. I know. Especially when somebody has hair in their eye. Well, don't look at it then. Close
I
your
can't
eyes.
not. I mean, it's on the fucking. It's a cover for the love of. That's what I'm supposed to. I can't not just. Ugh. Sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Daniel brings Cole back into Jasper's life and basically turns it upside down. Daniel is actually an asshole.
You can see
I
that by the hair.
hated him.
I mean, you can see that by the.
That's not Daniel. I think that's Cole or Jasper.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't necessarily. I know that doesn't condone cheating, but Jasper should have been. Here's your phone.
It was letting me know. There's smoke.
Um, and Jasper and Cole do end up back together, even though he's still married to Daniel. But he shouldn't have married Daniel in the first place. But like I said, I really loved how she wrote this. It was so damn hot, and I just couldn't put it down. And I loved the little twist at the end. And there is going to be another book.
I'm getting this cover off the page, okay? I just got to
Okay,
do. I can't.
well,
I
take it
cannot.
off
Like
then.
it's driving
Well,
me
then
batshit
take it
crazy.
off.
Doesn't now my button's not working. What the? Oh, God.
It
All
knows.
right. Good
It
job this
knows.
week. I'm going to get this off the screen as soon as I can for everybody involved. It's a good looking cover. I just got a thing for you got to get the hair off your. Doesn't that itch? Anyways, I love you. You did a great job this week. Good job. We will be back next week at our regularly scheduled time, I do believe, of 11 a.m.
Yes.
Enjoy your appointments today. Thanks, everyone, for sending in your clips. Have fun, and we will see you all next week.
Bye.